Hi, and welcome to season 2 of Classified Chaos, where I'll be talking about and demonstrating my editing process to get my espionage thriller Classified published. It's gonna be a long process. I finished writing at the beginning of this month. We're now towards the last week of this month, and I am only halfway through the first phase of edits. It has taken me a little bit of time, but here's what I've been doing. I have been reading through and rejiggling some of the paragraphs. I've been reworking a few lines, just fixing the structure of the sentences as well as the paragraphs, making sure that it reads better and flows better with the developmental and structural side. The word usage and dialogue tags I won't worry about until I do the line edits, and the grammar and punctuation side again I won't worry about until the copy edits, but I may do the copy and line edits as I go. That will cut down one phase at least of my editing process. But so far, halfway through, I've not had to do too much, just reorganized and rearranged some of the paragraphs just so that it strengthens the structure just a little bit more. And it's a pain in the ass, let's be fair. But the fact is that I'm only, well, I'd say halfway, but it's about a third, technically a third way into this god-awful nightmare. It really is editing hell. So I'm still hoping to be done by Christmas, but it does mean that I need to stop kind of mucking about and procrastinating and actually get the work done. Like yesterday, I could have done more work. I chose to clean my kitchen instead because that idea seemed more appealing than going back and doing edits again. So today I will be working a little bit more. I did a chapter this morning, so I've only got, say, about 60-ish, maybe 60% of edits to go on this first phase of edits. 60% there, yeah, about that. I'm on chapter 12 out of 30, if that helps. So I am almost halfway, very nearly, but it's still a lot of work that needs to be done, and it's starting to blur together just a little bit, but I need to get it done. And then once I've finished going through these next 20 odd chapters, 20, I can't remember, maths ain't working for me in a minute, around about 20 chapters, so yeah, 20 chapters to go ish, 18 chapters to go, there we go, 18 chapters, got there in the end. So I'm going to wait for my daughter to come out of college, and then I'm going to go home, have some lunch because I need food, I need more coffee, and then spend another couple of hours editing. I think I'm going to have to do a live stream today, just to make sure that I keep working. So you want to keep an eye out for that. So I'll see you on the other side. Ryan staggered towards me, wearing a cut to the stomach, abdomen, and leg. He was in worse shape than I was, yet he was still standing, stubborn bastard. I wobbled to the ground, feigning instability, then reached for a shard of glass, sharp enough to use as a blade. I wrapped my fingers around the jagged sides, feeling the edges of the glass sticking into my palm. Ryan's cold blue eyes locked on mine, smoothly pulled his dagger from his brown leather boot. I'll try and make it quick, he promised with a smirk. Yeah, I quipped back. I can't. I wiped the blood from my face and sleeve, setting my focus on my attacker. Setting my focus on the attacker. He collapsed to the floor, blood pooling around him and seeping beneath my feet. Blood pooling around him, seeping beneath my feet. Give it up, I said, spitting on the floor beside him. You lost. He screamed in pain and frustration, pulling himself up from the floor. No. He lunged forwards again, swinging his blade wildly, no longer aiming his attacks, but hoping something would land. I took a couple of steps back, staggering as I tried to keep standing, struggling not to fall. It's a lot of ings, isn't it? Staggering as I tried to keep upright. And not to fall. I'll fix that later in the line edits. I clenched my jaw, watching for his next lunge, and thrust the glass forward as hard as I could manage. My attacker stopped mid-strike. His eyes widened, then turned his gaze down to his stomach. Blood drained from his face, white as a sheet. He opened his mouth, denial sitting in, then realised. He lifted his gaze to meet mine. You made me do this, I said. It is the 3rd of December today, and it's been a long month, exactly a month now, since I started this edits. So most of it is done. I've just got to chapter 23. So with any luck, I can get these last chapters finished before the end of the day, and then I can start on the copy line edits. So not too long now. Fingers crossed. I might still be able to get this out ready for Christmas. My goal is to have all this said and done before the 12th, because I'm going to order books for the 12th, but we'll see. I don't think I'm going to make it for the Christmas thing, because the cut-off date's on the 12th, to the 16th if I get copies for Christmas. But I still need to get proof copies. I still need ARC readers. So I just don't see it happening before the new year. But the ebook just might. We'll soon see. But I'm almost there. I'm almost done. It's just taken a little bit of a while. Once the developmental copies have been done and the copy line edits are done, I'm going to look at where I can do printing. I've got a few options, so like KDP, BookVault or Lulu. I quite like the quality of Lulu, but it is pricey. So then it would be between KDP and BookVault. There's only about a 30p difference in prices. So I'm gonna need to work out what quality is better. Though from what I've been told and shown, I think BookVault will probably be the one to go to. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, I'm back and halfway through drinking my cup of tea. I am almost done on the developmental edits. I've only got a few more paragraphs left to do, and noticed towards the end that I had suddenly gone from first person to third person, which I do tend to do when I'm like right in the thick of it and I'm on a flow and I know exactly how things are gonna go, and I just automatically kind of switch to third person. And instead of going back and correcting myself, I just kept going so that I don't lose momentum. And I forgot that I did that. So when I reached it, I was not amused. And I was just like, oh no. Thankfully, it didn't go on for too long in the third person, in the wrong person point of view. So I've fixed it now, which thankfully didn't take forever. So a couple more paragraphs and I am done, and then I can start on the copy and line edits. Which also means that I'm just about ready for ARC readers. So if you are interested in reading an espionage thriller, I am now looking for ARC readers, hoping that my copy line edits will only take me a couple of weeks. So, drop a comment or email me, and I will send you the link, or I will leave a link in the description. I probably will leave a link in the description if you want to sign up for the ARC read for my book, because why not? So if you like espionage thrillers and spies and that kind of stories, feel free to sign up. So I'm now going to finish on my last couple of paragraphs. I'll finish my tea, and I'll see you in the next video when I do the line and copy edits, which I have a feeling is going to take me a little bit longer than a couple of paragraphs. So it's not going to take as long as this has taken me, thankfully, but I do have a feeling that a lot of it is going to be commas, because God knows why I just can't seem to help myself but add extra commas. So cheers, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.